Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tiffany and I'm a senior elementary education major in Texas. I'm here to do my October book haul. It is October 29th, so right at the end of the month. I'm going to do these about the end of the month just because it gives me, a good chunk of time between the last time I went. It'll be different if I go to a different Goodwill. But for now, I only have one Goodwill at my access. And so I want to give them time to get new donations or replenish their supply. Because I buy quite a decent amount of books when I go. If you haven't seen my past book hauls, go ahead and I'll link them down below. I kind of explain more about these and why I'm doing them in those, and so they will give you more explanation because I'm not going to go into detail at every video just because I've already said it before. But I just want to build my classroom library slowly so that I'm not spending hundreds of dollars on books at once. Also, I like going to Goodwill because you can get really nice books for really cheap. So this time I got 14 books for $10.76. And whenever I go, I kind of look over the overall condition of the book, and I kind of just, when I first start, I just start picking things. And then I go back through, once I have my stack, I'm like, okay, is this really worth it? Or do I just need to pass on it? Which I had to pass on a few tonight, and it hurt my soul. But it's what I had to do to get the best value for the book, because I don't want to buy a book and it only lasts a year, or my kids to think that I just have all my books are in poor shape and I'm a first year teacher. Yikes. So yeah, last month the color of the week was pink, and it was still pink, so I got a few for 50 cents. Not a lot. I got a lot last time, but this time wasn't really a lot. So I guess I'll just hop right into it. So the first book I got is Ready Freddy, The Perfect Present by Abby Klein. I've never heard of this series, but there was quite a few books by this author of this series, and they have all of them on the back, so I've never heard of it, but it's just one of those easy to read chapter books. It's got pictures in it, so it's a good transition book from picture books to chapter books, so I feel like it will be good for the age group I'm going into. There's some residue down here, and there's a tiniest bend here, but overall it's in pretty good shape. So I decided to go ahead and pick it up. It was only $1. So the next book I got was The Magic School Bus, The Giant Germ. And this one was only 50 cents. And I'm gonna have to peel the elementary sticker off that was on this. So, but it's got fun little notes in here and everything. So, and I'm pretty sure it's educational because it's Magic School Bus. So, it's in pretty good shape too. Obviously the spine is a little worn, but I mean, you knew that just from opening the book. So, there's not really much else, maybe a little wear and tear at the very ends, but it's in pretty good shape. This is bent, but again, not a big deal. The next one I got was Judy Blume, Fudge-A-Mania. There was quite a few fudge books there. If you don't know, there's a whole series of Double Fudge and Fudge-A-Mania, and it's about this kid and his little brother Fudge. So, I remember reading these in 4th grade and having them read to me, and they're a really nice sized chapter book. So, this is one of the first ones without pictures that I picked up. So it's a little higher level. It was $1, and I had Double Fudge. I had another book, but I just decided to put it back because it was a little too worn, and I was like, oh, I can just tape this up, but I'm like, I don't want to be taping up my books already. So decided to put that one back, but I got this one. The next one I've got, I have never heard before, but I feel like, yeah, it's definitely a series because they're all in the back. So it's called Indie Kid, Are We Having Fun Yet? I was a little weary on getting this because it's about a girl who her cat dies. But, I mean, I figured it'd be okay. It's $1. And it kind of reminds me of, like, you know, a Dork Diaries-esque type thing, except it's not like a diary. But it's got pictures, and it's a nice length. And plus, like, there's, like, glitter on the cover. You can see that. So, yeah, I just thought this was interesting. I was going to put this back, but I ended up putting more books back than I expected, so I decided to get this. The next one is an A to Z Mysteries book, and I want to get the whole series of these. So this one, hardcover, for 50 cents, and it's in pretty good condition. The only thing is there's a tiny little ding on the corner, and that's literally all I can see. I'm probably going to have to peel off, because it's from like a library, so peel off the stickers that the library put on there, and you know, there's one in there. But yeah, it's got pictures inside if you've never heard of A to Z Mysteries. Yeah, and the spine's in pretty good condition, like when you fan it out. So, yeah. The next one I got was Allie First at Last. This looks like something I'd read in middle school. I would say it'd be for my higher level readers, especially if I go into like 4th grade. Don't know if I'd put this out in 3rd grade. We'd have to see, I guess. But yeah, there's a couple bends on the cover, and there's like one on the back, but the spine's in overall pretty good condition, so I figured I'd get it. So yeah, as you can see, it's pretty long, and it definitely feels like something I'd look at in middle school. So again, higher readers. The next one is a Flat Stanley book, his original adventure. This one was 99 cents. Oh wait, did I say the price of this one? This one was 50 cents, which is why I overall decided to get it, because whatever. Yeah, so this one was $1. And, you know, if you've never read Flat Stanley, it's got a bunch of pictures. It's a pretty easy to read chapter book. There's a picture and a page of words. Picture and a page of words, like, it's pretty easy. It's not in bad condition. Again, little bends here and there, but nothing too terrible. Next one I was so excited to find. So this is another Judy Blume book, Tales of a 4th Grade Nothing. Again, it's Peter and Fudge. So it's one of the Fudge books without being a Fudge book, because it doesn't have Fudge in the name. But I was read this when I was a kid. It was read to me when I was in 4th grade. And so I really wanted this to read either at the beginning of the year or at some point if I teach 4th grade, or maybe at the very end of the year as the last read aloud in 3rd grade. That's exciting. It was only 50 cents, which was even better. And it was actually in pretty good condition as well. So again, there was nothing but positives. There's like a couple snags on the bottom, but again, I'm so excited to find this. Stanley, Flat Again. So another Flat Stanley book. It was for 50 cents. There's a little bit of residue on the back. A little bit of rips and tears here, or not rips and tears, little scuffs. And again, it's the same kind of thing. So decided to get that. This one I got, again, I've said this before, I'll say it again. It's hard to focus on getting diverse books when you're shopping at Goodwill, because what is there is there. So I try with all my being to convince myself to get the diverse books. I'll even take like the lower quality ones just to have them in my library. I had to put one back, sadly, because it was just too bent and too damaged that I just couldn't convince myself to get it. But this one was in pretty good condition. It's a picture book. It's called Kenya's Family Reunion. It's a pretty easy reader. So, you know, it's got a big picture and a little paragraph. But, I mean, I feel like it's just good to have in my classroom as, like, a diverse edition. So, basically, she goes to her family reunion, and then her and her relatives plan a wonderful surprise for her grandfather. So, nice little cute family book. Alright, we're getting down towards the end, so I found a couple Judy Moody books. I'm pretty sure I read Judy Moody when I was a kid, so that's why I decided to pick these up. This was, I didn't even say the price of this one. This one was 50 cents, so also why I decided to pick it up. This one was $1. This one is Judy Moody Was in a Mood, so it's a chapter book with some pictures. So again, good for what grade I want to go into, kind of thing. And there's nothing really wrong with it either, which was good. It's in pretty good condition overall. It's ages 6 to 9, so I could use this in a 3rd grade classroom for like the higher readers. So the next one is also a Judy Moody book, Judy Moody Saves the World. This was also $1. It's a little more beat up. And, you know, by that, there's like marks up here and like little scuffs around the edges, but otherwise, it's in pretty good shape. The pages are a little yellowed. A little more than this one. This one's still a little more white, but it's fine. This one is another A.D.Z. Mysteries. It's The Haunted Hotel. It was only 50 cents. And it's in pretty good condition overall. Again, it's a chapter book with some pictures in it. It's a pretty easy reader. It's got like a bend here, so I'm assuming whoever was reading it kind of like to fold the page back. So I'm pretty sure that's how that happened. But it's in pretty good condition. And the very last book I was so excited to find. It was Junie B. Jones, Jingle Bells, Batman Smells, P.S. So Does May. It's a hardcover with a jacket. It was only $1. And it's in very, very, very good condition. And it's even got a little built-in bookmark. So, like, what more could you ask for $1? I could not pass this up no matter how much I didn't want to pass it up because I love Junie B. Jones and I want to get the whole series for my classroom. So if you're not familiar with Junie B. Jones, it's like the first page begins with her in her journal and then it goes into a story. And it's got a lot of pictures in it. I actually started reading these in 1st grade. This was the first chapter book that my teacher read to us in 1st grade, and she was like, you guys did so good listening to this book with very few pictures. So I want the whole series. It's expensive, but I want the whole series. So yeah, that is it for me today. It was a pretty short one. Yeah, I guess I will talk to you later. Go ahead and give this video a like and leave a comment down below if you read any of these books as a kid. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can see more of my book hauls and my regular videos. Go ahead and hit that notification bell so you're also notified every single time I update. See you next video.